Today's video lesson is going to conclude our work on the focus standard for Grade 8 Expressions and Equations, Topic A, Standard 1. Know and apply the properties of exponents to generate equivalent expressions. Our topic today is Exponents, Overview of the Laws of Exponents. Our essential question today is, what are the 6 laws of exponents and how are they applied to generate equivalent expressions? Please take a moment, pausing the video if you need to copy down the header, including today's date, set up your question column and your note column, and resume the video when you're ready to begin. At this point, we've covered most of these individually in previous video lessons, but today we're going to put them all together and just do a little bit of practice with them to make sure that we are really solid on understanding what the 6 laws of exponents are and how we apply them to simplify and get equivalent expressions. So here I've listed them out, all the operations that we've been seeing: multiplying, dividing, the power rule, negative exponents, 0th power, and first power. So let's go ahead and pause the video to make sure you copy this down and see if you can remember what our rules are for each of these. Or take a guess at maybe this one here, which we've only talked a little bit about in class. So when we are multiplying, and again our bases are the same, our rule is going to be that we add the exponents. Remember, we keep the base and we add the exponents. If we are dividing and our bases are the same, we're going to keep the base and subtract the exponents. For the power rule, when we're taking a value in exponential form and we raise it a power, that is when we keep the base and multiply the exponents. When dealing with negative exponents, we have learned that it is equivalent to think about that as division, and so we can write that as a reciprocal fraction, putting 1 in the numerator and the base to the positive value of that exponent. With the 0th power, or 0 power, we have learned that anything to the 0 power always equals 1. And we did some work to discover this by using our rules about dividing exponents. And lastly, the first power. Anything to the first power is simply that value. So, as always, pause the video here if you need to. Make sure you have this copied down so you have them in one handy spot to refer to. And then resume the video when you're ready to do a little bit of guided practice. So here we have our first set of practice problems. I want you to go ahead and copy these down and then see if you can go ahead and simplify them, leaving your answer in exponential form unless it can simplify easier, like the 0th power or the first power. So anything to the 0 power you would simplify to 1, and anything to the first power you would simplify to just keep that base number and not have a need for that exponent. So here in our first practice problem, we have 5 squared times 5 cubed. If we simplify that down and keep it in exponential form, we're going to add those exponents, keeping the base, and it'll simplify to 5 to the 5th power. Kind of gave you a hint a moment ago with this one, 10 to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power simplifies to 1. 7 to the 12th power divided by 7 to the 9th power. Using our rule for dividing, we're going to keep the base, subtract the exponents, and it's going to simplify to 7 to the 3rd power. And lastly, 8 to the negative 4th power in simplified form is going to be 1 over 8 to the positive 4th power. So how'd you do on those? Go ahead and make any corrections that you need to, and let's get ready to do another set of practice problems. So here's the next set. Once again, pause video if you need to, copy these down, go ahead and simplify them out, and then resume the video when you're ready to check your work with mine. Let's see how you did. 9 to the 3rd power, or 9 cubed, raised to the 2nd power is going to simplify to be 9 to the 6th power. 2 to the negative 5th power is going to simplify to be 1 over 2 to the 5th power. 16 to the 1st power is going to simplify to be 16. And for our last one in this set, 12 to the 8th power times 12 to the 13th power is going to simplify to be 12 to the 21st power. Alright, let's try one last set of practice problems. Go ahead, pause the video, copy these down, simplify them, and then resume the video to check your work with mine. Here we go. Let's see how you did. We have 3 to the 10th power divided by 3 to the 7th power, and that is going to simplify down to be 3 to the 3rd power, or 3 cubed is another way we can say that. 6 to the 8th power times 6 squared is going to simplify to be 6 to the 10th power. 2 more. Here we have 4 to the 6th power raised to the 9th power. This simplifies to be 4 to the 54th power. And for our very last one, 15 to the negative 8th power simplifies to be 1 over 15 to the 8th power. So that was just meant to be a little mixed review and give you a little more extra practice on our 6 laws of exponents. Please take a moment to make sure that your header is fully complete, that you have everything copied down into your notes, and if you want to go ahead and get your summary, writing your summary of this lesson in your own words, capturing the answer to our central question, that would be a great way to prepare for our next class.